Anyone that knows me knows that I love shit shows. I simply cannot get enough of shit shows. Shit shows, to me, they are my crack. Shit shows. In general, I think of shit shows as ice cream. You got your basic flavors. You got your vanillas, your chocolates, your mint chips, your strawberries, your cookie doughs. And every now and again, you'll come across flavors that you never thought existed. You'll come across flavors that you like, but not too many people are very keen on, and vice versa. I love them. And I know this is going to come as a complete shock to you guys, but I don't get myself involved in shit shows very often. I'm more of a just sit back and let the spectacle commence kind of guy. Getting itself involved in shit shows is not for everyone. I've seen that all too well on the internet. Like I said, it's better to just sit back and watch the shit show unfold before your own eyes rather than get yourself involved in a current shit show that I've been paying attention very closely for the past month or so now. It involves a very special boy. A very, very special boy indeed. His name is Mr. Andy Cuomo. Now, for those who do not know who Andy Cuomo is, let me explain. Andy Cuomo is currently, I don't know how long now, but is currently the governor of New York. Andy Cuomo has been governor of New York for over 11 years. Our boy's been in power for such a long, long time. A decade. He's been in power of New York State. But sadly, it appears that the days of Andy Cuomo being in charge are coming to an end. Now, Andy Cuomo, he's been through he comes from a long line of politicians. His father, Mario Cuomo, he was the governor of New York State. Served 3 terms. If you don't know who Andy Cuomo or his father Mario is, you'll certainly have heard of his brother, Chris Cuomo. Chris is one of them big-time CNN reporters. You might have seen him every now and again. If not on CNN, then certainly a bunch of memes. Now, what has Andy Cuomo been up to that warrants yours truly to make this fucking video? Well, the past month or so, Andy Cuomo has been into some deep shit. Recently came out that Andy Cuomo has been covering up just exactly how many people, died of COVID-19 in New York State. There's that. And aside from that, currently, as we speak, 7 women have come out against our boy, saying that Andrew Cuomo has been a naughty little pervert. He just can't keep his dick in his pants. He just can't. He just cannot. 7 women, and counting, have currently stepped forward to say that Andrew Cuomo is a dirty little boy. He's been doing all sorts of naughty little things to a bunch of women. One of them even went so far as to say that that she was so fucking scared of this dude. She literally had to lock herself in a fucking bathroom and sleep there overnight because her boss is just so damn horny. Imagine being so scared of your fucking boss being super de-duper horny that you literally have to sleep in a fucking bathroom for the night. Because of these recent allegations in regards to the COVID cover-up, and the 7 women, and counting, stepping forward saying that Andy Cuomo is a pervert, Our boy, Mr. Cuomo, he ain't doing so good. He ain't doing so good. As we speak, they're putting together a little impeachment trial to boot Andy Cuomo out of office. And unlike how the last two impeachment trials were with Donald Trump, I don't know about you boys, but it's looking like Andy might just actually get impeached. Because it's not just actual Republicans that are demanding that Andy get the fuck out of Albany. Democrats as well. You got people like AOC, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and all these other prominent, well-known Democrats all coming together saying that Andy must step down. You know you're in the deep shit when your own party won't even back you up. Where your own party is willing to work with the opposition to get rid of your ass. And that's not all. No. You thought that was bad enough? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, boys and girls. You ain't seen fucking nothing yet. Because now the mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, wants his ass gone. Aside from that, he also says that he really doesn't like Andy Cuomo. No. Recently, Bill de Blasio has come out stating that he's met with presidents that he has a higher approval rating of than Andy Cuomo. So let's just let that sink in for just a moment. Bill de Blasio, this super duper liberal progressive Democrat, who is the mayor of a super duper liberal progressive city in a super duper liberal state, has a higher approval rating of Orange Hitler himself, Donald Trump, than he does Andy Cuomo. And like our boy Bill de Blasio has said, he's met with presidents before. He's met with, of course, Jimmy Carter, one of the oldest presidents still alive. Why, I don't know. He's met with Jimmy Carter. He's met with both George Bush Sr. and Jr., Barack Obama, the current president, Joe Biden, probably when he was vice president, and of course, as stated before, Orange Hitler himself. Oh, and Bill Clinton. We cannot forget about that guy. If you thought Bill Clinton was fucking bad, that he couldn't keep it in his pants, that's nothing. That's nothing to the shit our boy Andy Cuomo's been up to. Now, I've been contemplating about making this video for a while because it's still ongoing. I don't know if this shit show's ever gonna fucking end. Okay, well, technically it will end, but I just don't know when. Like I said, they're currently getting ready to put a fucking impeachment trial together to boot Andy Cuomo out. And aside from that, next year, 2022, Andy Cuomo's gonna be running for governor again. The last time he ran was in 2018. It's gonna be almost 4 years ago. Almost 4 years ago was the last time Andrew Cuomo ran for governor and won. And now with all this shit going on, call me crazy, I don't think Andy's got a chance. I think Andy's gonna get blown the fuck out. And so far, Andy looks like he ain't stepping aside anytime soon. My boy Andy, he ain't gonna fucking bow down to these cancel culture leftists. No. He's tougher than that. He's gonna stick to his guns. The buck stops here with Andy Cuomo. He ain't going anywhere. They're gonna have to take him out by force. Which, if the impeachment trial goes in the way I expect it to go, that's probably what's gonna happen. I don't expect Andy Cuomo to announce he's gonna resign anytime soon. I think he's just gonna keep playing it down as one big nothing burger. He's a good boy. Nothing bad's gonna happen to Andy. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I have been contemplating about making this video. I'll probably have to do a part 2 in the near future because this shit show is ongoing. But as it stands right now, currently 7 women have come forward to accuse Andy Cuomo of being a naughty little boy. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if more women come out against Andy Cuomo in the near future. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if by this time next week, more women will come out. Maybe we'll start getting into the double digits. Maybe 12, 13, 14, maybe even 20 women will come out against this fucking pervert. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen in the near future? But I do know one thing. I would hate to be fucking Andy Cuomo right now. Because the walls are fucking closing in on this guy. And what's gonna happen going forward? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But I do know one thing. Going forward, it ain't gonna be good for Mr. Cuomo. It's gonna take an absolute fucking miracle for him to walk away from this and still maintain power. And it's gonna be an absolute fucking miracle. After everything that's coming out now and after everything we learned in the past, it's gonna take a fucking miracle for him to get reelected again in 2024. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen. So, like I said, maybe I'll do a part 2 if shit keeps getting more insane. But I figured let me make this video now, get this off my chest. And yeah, maybe next week you'll get a nice little part 2. But until then,